with the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. John Kaminsky coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware. They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. He'll drop to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call. And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. This defense for the Saints, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is Jakeem Grant. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 9 now. He completes this one to Mack. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Will Fuller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Second and 4. They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now back to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the a 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. He's going to use his legs here. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And, yes, out come the flags. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that, but as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. He'll look to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. They'll look to throw.
Incomplete. So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Back to throw here. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
And it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So that'll back him up 5. Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll set up a throw. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play for the Saints on third down.
Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been fourth down.
Exactly.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll look to throw here. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looks good on the extra point. And that cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They go play action here on first down. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down.
Touchdown! And that's caught at the 2. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Looks for the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout
as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
2nd and 10.
Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Touchdown, Saints. Nick Vannett, his first touchdown of the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. And just a yard to go here on second down. His throw incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second down, and it's Kamara again. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 69 yards. And the Saints use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And for the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach. And let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 5. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Nick Vanette with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Second and 1. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
tight end Pitts complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
looks like he'll throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big-time play there for New Orleans. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Saints, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys, got the mass up.